Yes, my people, this is the one them called Case. This is another one of those casual red show. We're keeping it positive, keeping it moving. Joined tonight by my guy, Mikey Douglas. What's going, Mikey?
What's up, man? Shouts to everybody. Shouts to all those Laker fans out there.
It's it's a quiet city when it comes to that topic. And my guy, Marquise Menchise. What's going on? Represent LA.
What is poppin', my G? Good evening, pleasant good evening. Oh, tight, tight panel tonight.
Yeah,
Small show.
it's gonna we're gonna get to talk a lot tonight. Yeah, just first of all, before we get into this, gotta remind everybody we're brought to you by Baloran, Malukian, and Sheikh Gideon, one of the finest law firms in Southern California, in the state, in the country. No matter who you are, they will rep you. They speak about four different languages. They're beating the government, got laws changed, and they have like a 97 success rate. You know, if you have a personal injury, wrongful firing, wrongful death, car accidents, they got you, they take care of you. You know, go on their Instagram. People are getting paid money. Someone got paid 400 grand for slipping. Let there be some shampoo spilled on Nordstrom's floor. I'm just
Falling
saying.
on the ground. I'm
I'm
gonna fall
falling
on the
on the
ground.
ground. Baloran, Maluki, Shagadian, call him at 747-444-4444. Some of the best lawyers you can get. They got paralegals, investigators, everything to get you together. And they're going to make you feel like family. Baloran, Manukian, and Shagadian. And we're also brought to you by Red Devil Threads. What can I say about Red Devil Threads? If this is a Manchester United support channel, you need to have Red Devil Threads. Trust us. It's got
Facts.
original gear. They
Facts.
got they got your favorite players. They
Facts.
got quotes on t-shirts. They got hats, towels,
Facts.
magnets. What else I got? Flags. I got a flag for them. That's dope. They take care of you, the Manchester United supporter. They make sure you have your memorabilia, your merchandise, and it doesn't go to those greedy glazers because we'll never stop protesting the greedy glazers.
Boom.
Use the stateside Reds code, get that 10% deal, Red Devil Threads. And I know mine's on the way. I'm excited. And I've never been disappointed. I usually wear one, but I'm not wearing one tonight. But anyway, those are the sponsors, those are the people make it happen. Guys,
Thank
Manchester
you,
United
sponsor.
Football Club. Let's talk
Ooh.
about current news. Delap said he's gonna wait to make sure we make the Champions League before he even considers it. And Victor Gorkarez basically said the same thing. I didn't know we were talking to him, but it came out that he and Ruben Amber had conversation, you know. So Champions League is paramount. You know, these two guys, you know, I like the Victor Gorkarez one a lot better. I think we should have a mature striker, someone who's gonna lead the line. You know, I'm kind of iffy on Liam Delap. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but basically, both of the guys came out said it's Champions League for them. I'm surprised Leon Delap is trying to make moves like he's a don, but you know he only has one career. You know, so I guess you got to do what you got to do. You know, Mikey and I were talking about it last night. You know, you got to, yeah, Manchester United has a name. People we can draw players, but you get that Champions League qualification, it does a lot more, and that means we got to win Europa. But how you guys feel about those two guys coming out saying what they said? Well, they're people.
Go
Mikey, you
ahead.
want this one first?
You go ahead,
Um,
man. You ain't been on in a
um,
minute.
you know what I like? I like when I see us being linked with Harry Kane. That's just me.
Oh, Ross.
Wow.
That I read something today that was like his release clause dropped or something. They dropped the price on his release clause or something. So that's just me. I like being linked to Harry Kane. Delap, you are no Shador Sanders, so I don't know why you
Wait
trying
a
to
minute. Wait a
style us.
minute. Why do you want to
Hey,
be?
all right. Talk
Why do
that
you want to
shit.
be? Why do you want to be linked with Harry Kane? Tell us why.
Man, I it's just a vibe, man. I don't know why I feel like he just needs to finish his career with United. Like I feel like he could bag mad goals for us still.
Still,
He's only 31.
I don't hate that idea because I know Harry bring about what 24 to 27
Easy.
goals. You know,
Easy.
he would
goals
be that
everywhere.
he would be that mature guy in the locker room. You
I'm
know,
sure he'd be happy to be back in England. I'm sure he'd be cool with it. Just saying.
wow,
But
all
I
right.
didn't think we were getting Goykeres, well, however you pronounce his name. I didn't think we were getting him in the first place. But yeah, I think it's crazy that the lap would be being like, let me wait for Champions League because like you should be like, let me join up and let's get to Champions League if you don't do what you need to do in Europa.
No.
Like that should be his mentality. But okay,
All right.
he waiting for Champions League. Okay.
Well, maybe he's just like, man, I'm trying to do this thing right. You can't be mad at that though. I
But
mean,
I'm just saying, do you don't want to just get in with the big club and take it from there?
Yeah, but you talk about like you're talking about not being in the Champions League for a season potentially, and then going a whole nother season trying to get it, which you're in 15th, so or 14th, right? So it's like, do I want to gamble that, or do I just want to be on a team that's already in championships? You know what I'm saying? That like just to sweeten the deal, I don't have to wait. So
So, so, so that's where we are as a club, where we've like
yes,
completely lost all allure. Where it's just like I don't even want like
yeah,
the thought of like being
that's
a
what we are.
legend at the club and like starting to like make my name as a legend at the club. Like that is not appealing anymore. You're just like nah, Champions
Steve Peters says, shouts to Steve Peters. Thanks for joining. There is other teams looking at the lap. Look,
League.
the
Yeah.
stories are the same for everybody. This is what I was trying to tell Sean in our conversation is that like everybody is waiting to see if we're going to be in the Champions League. Nobody really, I think Cunha is the only one that's like,
I'm with it.
we might be, I'm with it because I'm not used to being in the Champions League, right? So like, if we don't make it, we make it is fine. He's also young, right? A lot of these guys that we're looking at, these strikers are 26, 27, 28 years old. You brought up Harry Kane, he's 31, right? Oh,
Yeah.
first off, I think Harry Kane's a bad idea. Only because his age. Like he's too. We need to youth in we need to strengthen with youth. So we need a striker that's about 26, 27 that's going to be with us for 4 or 5 years to also bring on the other guys, teach the younger guys and bring them up while they age out, right? Like kind of like a Bruno type Bruno's been there since he was 25. He's 30 now. You know what I'm saying? Now he hasn't had
Yeah.
much people to bring up, but that kind of guy that's going to come in at 25, leave at 31, 32, 33 years old, haven't given us a lot of product. Now, the thing with Man United for a long time is that we had money, right? So
Hmm.
when the allure wasn't there, we were either playing Europa or Champions League, didn't matter. Even if we didn't make it, we had money to be like, yo, all right, bet. You come
Yeah.
on and we'll give you whatever. We'll throw the bag at you. You know what I'm saying? Our biggest signings, our most failed signings are our biggest signings that we've ever made,
Yep.
right? I think the only signings that really did real good are two of them that were high signings: is Romelu Lukaku and Pogba. Pogba won something at the club. Now I don't think he did good as far as like I don't think he flopped, but I don't think he did as well as he could be. But he won Europe here, right? He won a competition that we're trying to win now, that we're desperately trying to win now. But we didn't get a return on our investment for that 100 million, right? We that's what we used to do. We should just throw money at guys. Now we can't do that, and now Champions League has to sweeten that deal and then give them the amount of money they're looking for, which is like 62, 72 million or whatever the case may be. You have to spend that money. That's just what it is. But I agree, Steven Peters. Everybody's looking at the lap, but the lap's gonna have to make a decision sooner or later, and I don't think he comes to us.
Yeah, I really don't think he'll come to us either. I don't. I don't. See, it doesn't seem like that he's caught up by the lower Manchester United. And we like, yeah, she's just hard. You got to
We have
admit
no
that.
allure apparently.
Yeah, right
Got
now,
it.
if
Got
we
it.
don't make it to Champions League, we don't be win Europa. We back to the everybody's gonna be like that team finished 14 to 15. You know,
Yeah.
That's all they're gonna be like. They're
Yeah.
14 to 15 team,
Mm-hmm.
and their fan base is insane, and the media stays on them. It's just it's pressure. I'm impressed that Cunha might turn out to be a club icon because he might be the beginning of something changing because he can have options too.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
A lot of
I think
guys
it was.
want him. A lot of people want him, and
I thought Arsenal was gonna get him.
yeah, I
Legit.
mean, it's still not off the cards. That's the thing. Like, remember we were talking about Kenda. Kenda for a minute was the guy we
Yeah,
were looking at.
yeah.
We're looking at Kenda. Kenda was almost a slam dunk in our heads. Oh, he played for the coach. Oh, he would understand the Amarim system. Like, we were banking on getting him. We were banking on it. And what happened? He went for money. He went for money and the chance of playing in a Champions League. Like,
Yeah.
he was already in the Champions League the same year. He went for more money. Chelsea offered him more money. So, Steven Peters says, if we don't make Champions League, which striker can we get that can score goals? That's a question.
Wow, that's
I
a
would
deep
like
question.
Osman, to be honest. I think we've said this before. Osman is why I'm not on the lap train. I don't think. I think when you're
He
in
said
a
if we don't make the Champions League, though.
if we don't make it,
Yeah.
man, listen, I don't know where we go from there.
Mateta.
Oh, okay. And Embuemo,
I'll go for
Um,
that too.
maybe go after see if you can go get the Jonathan David guy in a free. Um, wow, Slim Pickens then.
I
Tulane.
think if you don't get Champions League, right, we're only in the domestic competitions, right? We're only in the domestic competitions. Then I think you could hold off. You could hold off on getting that guy and like go in another window and just seeing what's available then. Because we're only gonna be in FA Cup, the league, and then Carabao. So it's like, fine, if we don't get, because it's all or nothing. If we don't win, we get nothing, right? We're not in Europe at all. It's not like,
Right.
oh, well, you could be in this one or that one. No, you don't win, you're not in shit. So cool. If I actually kind of prefer that in some ways, because we don't really need to be in Champions League anyway. If we didn't need the money and the status that comes with it, then you'd be looking at it a little crazy. But yeah, we were not going to do well in the Champions League next year. Like
Oh
we
no,
we just won't. It's going to be a shit show then. Like then I would say hold off on the striker idea. But if we're going to try to make Champions League and win this competition that we're in now, then
Striker.
what's
I
my
agree. If we don't get a striker by Christmas, yeah, Amber might be gone. You know what? I'll go further. I'll go a little bit further. If he starts off the season like how he starts off, like 6-22, you know what I'm saying? It's 10 losses or something like that. He won't be here. He won't be here in November.
Yeah, that's one thing I worry about. He's got to get off to a good start.
He'll be gone if we lose 10 games. He cannot lose more than 10 games next season. Because people are already starting to lose their patience. I'm with him, but people are already starting to lose
Yeah,
patience.
but we don't have patience for that no more. Our fan base is showing now that when it comes to when firing coaches and all that type of stuff, we've lost the plot. We are no longer patient. The media sways us so easily, you
I
know.
hate it.
The results sway us. The results are doing it. It's not even the media at this point. It's the results. Because we're going to games and we're getting outplayed. We're getting smacked up. Like, we just got slapped up by Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth is a decent side this year, but like we're getting outplayed by those type of guys, and those guys aren't making none of the money that we're making.
Facts.
Man, we're
Problem.
giving guys bread, yo.
We're paying guys $300K, $250K, $100. We got a young guy on the bench talking about he want $180. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we dealing with here.
Man,
And get slapped up by Bournemouth handily. It take them going down to 10 men for us to get in the game.
that's wild. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That'll make you mad. That will make you mad. That'll make you go against the team. And then it's not you, but we'll say shit like, yo, I don't even care about the league. Fuck the league. And then we lose. Then we play like that. And then everybody, fuck Amarim. Fuck him.
Man, some of these players been doing stealing wages for a long time.
Long time.
Man, a long time. Man, it's just you gotta hope we could get rid of some guys in the summer. That's another thing. Indios got to show they can sell. Like they're on the out on the block moving food. They gotta sell people on some guys. I don't know because I know people are looking at Casemiro like I don't know. We love him, but nah, I don't know. Mount. Who want to buy Luke Shaw? You
I'm ready to get rid of Mason Mount.
Do you give Harry Kane the 7? If you get Harry Kane, do you give him the number 7 shirt?
what?
Hell no. Rip that 9 off of Hoyland back and give it to them. Slap it right on
Fair.
Harry Kane. Yeah,
Fair.
no.
Fair.
Hell,
Fair.
you gotta earn that 9, bro. We've had a lot of bad 9s. This is like Martial was the last 9 we had that was somewhat decent.
Yeah.
Zlatan had it for a little bit, didn't he? And then he went to
Yeah.
But that was the thing. I don't count that because Zlatan was like an experiment.
I loved him though.
I loved him. But he was
That's the last
experiment.
time my locker room had heart.
Yeah, for sure.
We've been soft since he left.
We've conceded 3 shots on target in the last 2 games and got 1 point to show for it. We need a striker bad. Listen, 100%. Conceding the shots is not really the striker issue though, right? Like our defense is leaky as hell, and all it takes is 1 ball to break our defense. That's it. That back 3, back 5 situation has to be discussed as well. But okay, I guess what you're saying now. 3 shots on target in the last 2 games. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying, but look at Leon. We come up with 5 goals out of nowhere. Handling the game with 2 goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do need a striker for sure, but if we don't make Champions League, it's not a priority for me at that point. I'd wait to see what happens in the window a little bit.
Go ahead, Cheese.
My bad.
What position do you strengthen if you don't make Champions League and you're not going for a striker? What position do you strengthen?
You want to take this one, Casey?
What then becomes your priority?
Oh my Lord!
Me personally,
I still feel like I know you guys. Nah, oh my God!
I get some help for Ugarte.
Yeah, because we can't play through the middle. That's ridiculous.
I get some help for Ugarte. We might need to go ahead and get a goalkeeper. The 6, yes, the 6 and right wing back for sure.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we need a right wing back heavy.
We need those anyway. Like that needs to happen. Champions League, no Champions League. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, we need someone who can be next to Ugarte, take that little safe pass he do to you, and then you turn upfield and go up through the middle.
My wife just sent me a video of my son. He upstairs and he's doing chin-ups on the damn. He's 6 months old now.
On the crib bar?
He's doing chin-ups on the crib bar with his feet hanging off and going down like this.
Because
we're going to sign my son.
He knows he got to get an NIL deal in high school.
You know what I'm saying? Make that money. But yeah, we got a lot of things to. First off, we got a lot of guys to replace. Ericsson's going. Lindelof's going. Like, a lot of guys not going to be at this team. Johnny Evans is going.
Speaking about guys we got to replace, let's talk about Rashford. I don't mean to jump on this. Skip this. So you said they were talking about bringing Rashy back. There's a possibility he can come back?
Yeah, just some rumblings about him coming back. First off, he's out for the season. He's looking towards he has a hamstring issue, and with 4 games left in the season, kind of like Xerxes, doesn't make sense to play, and he's thinking about showing up for England now that he's kind of gotten back into the good graces of the England contingent there, right? Because he was falling out of it at Man United with bad form, but now there's been the discussion about bringing him back. I don't know how true it is. You know how these things are. I haven't seen anybody real talking about it, but I have heard the rumblings. And most times when there's rumblings, it's either just completely fabricated or it was something said that, maybe has a couple legs to it, but not sure. Steve Peters says, "Welcome to the show again." Thank you, Cheese, for that. There's no way Rashford comes back into this team. Listen, I don't say no way.
It's still a possibility, Cam. We still have the guy on our salary, still
The
paying.
coach hates him, and he doesn't fit our system. So there's that. But where does he play? Listen, we're full up. Where does he play if we have Cunha? Yeah, we're full up at the 10. We don't need it. But this season has shown me that it don't help to have extra man. Pause. It don't it don't hurt to
It
have
don't hurt to have
it
extra.
don't hurt.
Yeah,
It don't hurt because look it took what I was saying all season. All it takes is one injury crisis to expose how much depth we don't have. And then what happened? We got super hurt.
it's sick that Rasmus has no competition. It's sickening.
Yeah, I might put Rashford up there, the damn striker.
Well, there's a possibility it could happen. We all know that.
We did that experiment already, though.
I don't know. That'll be a sticky one. He'd have to. I
Change
don't know
your
how he could
heart.
possibly. I don't know how he could come back from it. I don't think so. I think he rubbed Ram. Amron was that's his first impression of him. Like, oh, you quit on me. I'm not gonna fuck with you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I'd be like, nah, dude, sell him. We got to sell him somehow. But the only team that will that we know of for sure is Aston Villa. Some Twitter shit today was like, Rashford said he'd go to Barcelona and cut his wages. Has Barcelona came knocking for you yet?
Probably.
Barcelona got ballers. Well, Lewandowski, he'll be done, but Barcelona got ballers.
Listen, with how he's been playing as of late, he probably gained some good graces there.
All
He's
he's
been
doing
playing
is
pretty
working
good.
hard.
He has assists. He has what is it? 4 goals, 6 assists, or some shit like that.
All right.
Like that's more than what he's given us. In that little bit of time at Aston Villa, he's shown more. Emery's gotten more out of him than we were able to get the entire year.
Yeah.
That probably earned him a move. It earned him some good graces back to England. Who's to say?
Right.
Emery said in the interview the other day that it hurt us sending him out on loan, but needed to be done. So that says to me he is done. Anything's possible in this football world.
That's the realest statement, though.
Yeah, anything.
It hurt us, but we had to do it.
Yeah. He and look, who's to say he don't come back and say something nice to the manager? You know what I'm saying? And really, and say, hey, I'm willing to work from zero to come back into this team. I realize this is my team. I'm willing to work back to zero. And like, if I got to play with the kids, I'll play with the kids. If I got to take pay money or whatever, this is his team. We don't know, and everybody knows this is his team. We don't know what conversation could be had there. I'm just saying, you might be right, Stephen Peters. I'm not arguing that at all. I think he might be done too, but I'm not ruling it out that he might be able to nice it up to the coach and start from zero again. Because he's Mr. Man United, bro. He's man born and bred.
So. Yeah, well, it would take something like that. Anything could happen. What's my guy saying?
You look like damn Fred Durst.
Limp Biscuit.
Oh my God. Is that doing it for the Nookie guy?
Yeah.
The Nookie.
Yeah.
The Nookie.
That's
the wildest thing ever.
Y'all haven't heard about that song that's crazy. We old.
Oh my God, we old. Yeah, they I don't want to talk about them. Okay, that's cool. I'm the Black Fred Durst. That's crazy. I've been called a lot of things. I've never been called out.
First roast comment of the day.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Who said that, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve said that.
Oh, he got jokes. I got to see his pictures. I like that, though. Keep it coming.
We saw Ronaldo yesterday looking like he was telling jokes on Comic View.
Yeah, his picture. Yeah. Doing the ill karaoke picture. I don't know what song he was singing. Some Trini thing. Well, we got a big match Thursday. Let's go over a lineup. Let's come up with a lineup for Thursday.
Thursday.
We know that De Ligt and Ahmad start training yesterday, so it's not likely for them to play Thursday. And that thought made me think about our defense. I was like, oh shit, how many center backs do we have? So the three of us are going to keep it 100 and come up with a lineup, starting with goalie. Who's in our goalie?
Oh, no.
Of course, it's Onana, bro.
So, no.
We're not
Okay.
gonna deviate from that, which is
All right.
fine. Like I don't think. I think it's hard defending that dude, ain't it? You
He
really
did win the
can't.
FA Cup. You know, got a big game in him.
Are we 3-5-2 with the wingbacks up or 3-4-3?
Well, the wingback's supposed to be up, but
Because I'm
we
trying to
would
do a football simulator here to see what
no.
the
You put the wingbacks midway. They're supposed to be in that on the same line with the midfielders. They're supposed to
okay.
be there, but our wingbacks be in the corners.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna show you what I'm trying to do. We go. It's the
I feel
first ever for the channel. First ever for the
yeah.
channel. All
New
right.
feature, new thing.
New thing. There we go. You see, does
Hey,
that look about right?
hey, hey.
Yeah, that's
It's
us in a
like
good. That's us
it's like
with our.
fantasy.
Yeah, that'll look like that. We can keep it like that. That makes sense.
Go ahead and switch to 9. Now disregard these numbers.
I
Yeah,
can't even see him anyway.
I can make it. But yeah, so Onana in goal.
Okay,
Cool.
Andre
Who
and
do you have?
Onan.
Who do you have
You
as your right
oh
center back?
well, I want to go Lenny Euro, but that means Maz is not going to be at the left.
Exactly.
So you got to think about that. So that means you got to put Shazi at that left. See how it gets tricky? Because if you say, okay, I want Mozzie there, that's gonna make your right wing back tricky. So let's go with Lenny Euro.
Okay. And in central, Maguire.
Yep.
King Sir Harry.
All right. So then left, we're gonna say Luke Shaw.
Yeah. I mean, it's either him or Victor, or you pour
Luke
Lenny
Shaw.
over there.
Luke Shaw. Good God.
Yep.
So I guess we'll go for this one, Ugarte,
Yeah.
and then Cass.
Casemiro.
I don't know. But it's Casemiro's a safe choice because he's been doing it for the last couple of them.
Yeah.
But I want someone with legs there. I mean, we ain't got much choice
We
unless you
don't.
drop Bruno there and do something with your tens funky. But no, let's do it like that, Cass, and we'll come back to it. We'll
Okay.
talk about it. We'll review it.
Okay.
You're right. Wing back. Oz.
The Maz. Okay. And then Dorgu.
Yeah.
Why though? Why can't we put Harry and Moss?
Shit, man. Shit. No.
No,
Yeah, I would like to, but then it's kind of saying something to Dorgu, right? It's kind of like saying Dorgu, hey, fuck off
no,
real
fuck
quick.
off. You
Yeah, because
just
it's like you're playing a young ass kid that just came up from the academy. Just imagine this. You DB1 on the fucking depth chart, right? And then you got a red shirt guy that just got upgraded because y'all are too fucking depleted at DB. So you got a red shirt guy that's probably be your three guy, and you're running a package that needs an extra DB, right? And they say, Casey, hey, come off. We're gonna let this guy run a couple of the plays.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, oh, so
You'll
y'all
be
trying to lose
pissed.
then?
You'll be pissed. You'll be like, why? What the fuck? He didn't even get it. Like, that's how I would look at it if I'm Dorgu at that point. That would hurt. That would knock my confidence.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm not saying.
Look,
All
it might
right.
not. It might not be. Some guys are able to be like, all right, cool, whatever for the team. But if I'm Dorgu, I just got paid X amount of money to come to Big Man United from Lecce. and I know I've been playing bad. I know I've given up some goals. I've had a red card. I know it's been kind of rocky for me here. And they already talking about bringing in Amas in the biggest game of the season. That would fuck me up.
I know Dorgo need to check Luke and say, man, let me put me in them fucked up situations no more, bro.
Yeah, true. So left 10.
Oh well, that's the Bruno guy. No. Put Garnacho over there.
On the left, not the right.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, left is
The Bruno guy.
the
Oh
Bruno
Lord.
guy.
Oh Lord. What did I do? Okay, Garnacho. Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, man,
I
Garnacho
did.
on the right.
Yeah, Garnacho's better off the right anyway. And then Razzie.
Rasmus Redemption.
The Rock.
Rasmus Brace.
Yeah.
So let's
Rasmus
talk about some
Brace.
different things. What if we took Cass out, put Bruno there, and then put Kobe up there, just so we have more legs in that midfield? I'm just saying alternative things, different ways of thinking.
Not
Look, we
bad.
already said we want to
Not
see Kobe in the 10, so I'm good with that. I'm actually
Yep.
okay with that.
Yeah.
But I think we should start with that then.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
that way, if
saying.
it don't work, we could switch it and get them guys in.
I think Ugarte and Bruno together would be a little bit more better for the early intensity that they're going to bring to us. Because we
I'm
don't want to
actually
fall
not
behind.
mad at that. That's
I
actually
don't want.
a good idea.
We don't want to fall behind to this team.
No.
No. And Bruno does a good job back there. He can still make shit happen. So I just thought maybe then you can bring Casemiro on later for if Ugarte's having a stinker.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
the formation's more like this guy's more out wide, this guy's more out wide, and then like you got your 3 and then you got your 4 here.
Mhm. Yeah.
They're like here. Bam. So we weren't too far off. The wingbacks were just too high up. But yeah. Yep. That's so much. My problem is the space. The space.
There's always space.
It's the space between like when the ball comes from like over here and then gets pinged down. There's always a little space right here when the man is played up, right? So when Dorgu's up and we lose the ball in a position and he hasn't gotten back yet, it gets played fast. And it's always to this left side. It's always to this little left side right here. And it doesn't matter if it's Martinez here, Luke Shaw, whoever the fuck, that it just splits these guys here. It takes the 2, and then this person never gets back on time.
Never.
That's the problem I have is like all it takes is one pass over the top to fuck us over.
Yeah, so that's a problem that's the one problem that people have about Amron's system. Is that we got all these guys, you got basically 5 defenders, and there's still space.
I'm actually not mad with this lineup. Let's play Kobe in the 10 against big opposition to see if it's gonna work or not. Give him a half hour in the 10. If he's that bad, I mean, I wouldn't say pull him over, but if he's that bad, fuck, but get him off.
So
And you don't really lose much when you bring in Bruno for Casemiro. You're bringing someone who's going to work hard, someone who's going to create, someone who's going to, play D. So it's not like a bad thing. And then Ugarte will pass it to Bruno, and Bruno will get the ball and do his thing.
Yeah.
I just feel like early in this game, guys, we have to play at more of our own speed, our own pace. We cannot let this team dictate the game early because they're going to be at the crib, and they plan to stay at the crib.
Yep.
This game. If I was coaching them, if any of y'all tell me if I'm wrong, you'd be like, let's try to put 5 up on them today. We can crush their whole soul today if we put 3. Not even 5. 5 is a crazy number. What's up, B? But if we score 3 on these guys, or we score 2, if we score before them, man, we got a good chance of winning this game.
Brian, are you seeing our lineup here?
I can't. I was listening on my drive home as best I could. I can't really see it. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. This is our
Kobe, Garnacho.
I think you.
I like it. I don't like Shaw.
Yeah.
I don't like Shaw.
We don't
So
have
you,
much
But
of a choice there now.
I don't know what else we could really do.
Lindelof.
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 Lindelof, I'd be more comfortable with Lindelof. Shaw's
Oh, you. Ooh. You must
he's been
really. You're done with Shaw B.
he just had. I mean, he came back. He wasn't. He was still shaky. Like we can't mess around Thursday. Like there's no like you guys been talking about with the Europa thing, Champions League. Like we need to get on the front foot. We need like you. I think it was Casey. We gotta score first. And I don't know. Shaw's just shaky.
Would you say that with Luke Shaw not having played for like 6 or 7 or so odd months, that's just him being a little rusty? Because we know what he's like when he's healthy and he's at
Yeah,
full.
yeah. If he had been in say like 4 or 5 games up to this point, I'd be more comfortable
Yeah, okay.
because we don't know the fitness and he's rusty. It's like putting Bayindir in uh, the last game, and dude hadn't been between the pipes in months. Like
Yeah.
you're not really setting the player up for success.
Yeah.
Whereas at least Lindelof's had some game time. I mean, Lindelof's no savior by any means, but at least he's had game time and he's game ready. Shaw, I can't say that he's game ready. He might be fit, he might be able to run, but I don't know. I'm not trying to dog on Shaw, but
No.
I am kind of over Shaw, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I'm with Mike. I just feel like Shaw's pedigree and I know, and this is like old Shaw. This is Shaw maybe 2 years ago, but you feel like Shaw can. If he gives us a good game, he has it in him to be a factor in a game and change a game a little bit. Victor
100%. If it's
Victor
vintage
is just
Shaw, it'd be no brainer. I'd pick him all day over Lindelof. But we don't know what Shaw we're getting. And we go down 1 or 2, he gets burned a couple times, somebody smokes by him. Okay, now you pull him out at half or whatever, or he gets hurt or something, but now it's like now you're playing from behind. I don't know. It's a little sketchy for me. Nothing
it's
against him.
just think what Aaron's dealing with. He's got to be like, this is sketchy.
Oh yeah.
I would take him over Lindelof. Lindelof is
Yeah,
very soft. He's slow.
He is slow.
Yes, Lindelof has been out with injury as well, so he's rusty. But Lindelof has just traditionally been bad. Like, let's not sugarcoat it here. He's the fifth. Look, listen. When Harry Maguire was the worst that he could possibly be, Lindelof wasn't offering you much either.
100%.
Nobody looked at Lindelof and was like, "Well, we still got Lindelof." Like it wasn't. It was none of that. It was so. If we have to play Lindelof because Maguire's hurt, then that's cool. If I had my choice, it'd be Aiden Heaven there.
yeah.
100%.
Would be there 100% with a bullet, and that'd just be that. But I'll take Luke Shaw, and I'll believe in Luke Shaw that a 9-year veteran, 10-year veteran of this team can find some form and
Pull one out.
because he was dreadful against Southampton. I mean Bournemouth. I'm sorry, he was dreadful against them. He was very bad. He had a lot of people talking about tear up the contract. I was watching United View. Flex was like, tear up the contract. I thought that was a little bit much to say. But I'm on the Luke Shaw redemption tour. So
I'd love to see it.
the only person I'm done with is Mason Mount. That's the only person I'm done with.
I'm over him too.
He wears the 7. He wears
Take
the
that
7. He
7.
offers you nothing but pressing. And like I was told that pressing is just so needed in this team, boy. We need pressing more than goals. We need pressing more than defense. We need pressing more than assists. We need pressing more than actually scoring in the game. So, he presses well. So, I don't know. I'm just done with that guy. He does nothing. He does nothing but run around. He's just lively. He's a lively guy. That's it. But I think Luke Shaw can still find something. And
Luke Shaw has more. I think Luke Shaw has changed more games in his career than Victor Lindelof has ever had. and we can
Oh yeah,
possibly tap into that Luke Shaw, it could be a big benefit because we really just got to get through this game. Because the next one, we're gonna have so many people back that's gonna be crazy.
yeah. If we can get
But
get vintage Shaw, I'll take that all day. And Shaw when he was playing well was killer for us. I thought he was a huge asset. Um, it's just the rust,
100%, 100%. So yeah, I think Casey, you hit the nail on the head right here with this. I'm actually very surprised. And look, I'm not saying, damn, that sounded bad. I'm not trying to.
no,
I'm not
I
trying to
love it.
disrespect your ball knowledge. I'm just like, damn, that's like you got it in one go. That's the surprising part. Like you're like, yo, put Kobe up there and let Bruno get back there. And the reason it was sound too, it's like, well, Bruno will help with the intensity from the midfield with Ugarte. I just want Ugarte to hang back and play the ball forward and win
Yeah,
shit up.
just break up shit.
Break shit
And
up,
Yeah.
put out fires, win
Stop
the
the
ball,
break. Stop the
pass
counter.
forward, get it up there. That's it. That is it. I don't want him doing fuck else because he could be a fucking. He's an asshole himself too. He could do some dumb shit on his own. So yeah, Bruno could come out there. Bruno could go up and he can go forward. He could come back. He's willing to do that for 90 minutes. So cool. Mount has been out as long as Shaw and needs time to get going like Shaw does. Shaw's been out for 9 years. Like he's been out every season. He's never finished a season.
Shaw's
yo, this
missed
is
like 3 managers. That's how
this is
long
like
Shaw's been out.
I'm gonna just start that real quick, Stephen Peters. He hasn't been out, and Mount came back before Shaw. Mount came
he's been
back
back
first.
like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, he came back first, and then he's done
He's done
nothing
shit.
in a United shirt. Nothing in a United shirt that's worth you saying, man, let's go again. Now, do I want him to score on Thursday? Yes. Do I want him to come off the bench in the second half? Yes, I still do. Do I think he's going to do anything? No. Would I love for him to surprise me? 100%. I would love that. I'd love for him to score the fucking winner and shut me up. But
Apparently, Amron must not want to start him either because he's had enough time since he's been healthy to show Amron he deserves a chance to start.
weren't we
Or
told? Weren't we told? Hey, Amram loves him. He's Amram's guy.
It's
yeah,
got to
it
be an
will.
injury thing. If Amarin loves him and won't start him, then he's not confident in his
Or,
fitness, in
or
my
maybe
opinion.
Amron's like, you're not blowing past nobody, bro.
Yeah.
People are locking you up, and you
My thing,
haven't
my thing is
like
this: if you're not in fitness is whatever, because you can get hurt. You can get hurt stepping down the stairs the wrong fucking way. You could get hurt in practice. How many times did that happen to us this season? Guys getting hurt in practice. We had that one practice where like 3 people got hurt, and we were asking like, what were they doing? Fucking fighting each other? Like, you gotta at some point in time, you have to come in and play a full 45 minutes for Man United Football Club and show us that your body is going to be able to acclimate to that kind of condition. At one point or another, you have to prove that. And like Luke Shaw needs he needs a 45, I feel like, to grow into the game. He needs that. These cameo here, there, da, da, da. No, they need that. If you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get hurt. It's gonna happen. There's nothing we can do to prevent it. We're not trying to rush you out there, but you guys have been back for a couple weeks now.
I got to
100%.
say on this game though, Amron needs to have his pulse on the game. He needs to feel guys see who's not like he's not. If he's not playing, someone's not playing well. Man, have the quick hook. Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the. I don't want to wait till the 75th minute or something crazy like that to see someone work it out.
Yeah. Underperformers got to get pulled like with a quickness. He needs to be able to identify who's having a game and who's not having their game, and adjust accordingly.
Didn't
I
Shaw
wouldn't be
play
mad about Amos. Somebody was saying Amos. I'm like, that could be a sub. That I like that kid. I know it's a big game and he's inexperienced, but
You know
I don't
what?
know.
That's the first person I was thinking about. Like if Dorgo's struggling, man. Or
Gorger's admitted he's struggling. He's admitted he's not making good decisions. He's working on it, but we don't have time to work on shit on Thursday. Like we need to. It's final presentation. You know what I mean?
that's what's so fucked up about our situation. We got 20-year-olds with no guidance trying to work it out, figure it
100%.
out in big matches. There's no veteran there to be like, listen, in this situation, just kick it long, or go back to the goalie on this or something. You got 20-year-olds been asked to work it out. That's crazy.
Blue Shaw did play a full 90, and then here's his stats. He had 89% passing. He won 3 aerials, lost 2 duels, and lost the ball 17 times. And had an interception with a clearance, and then you see the blunder he did with Dorgu. So
That stinks.
the thing
That's
is
not
that,
being
like,
mentally game ready. Like your reactions aren't there. Is what that like losing the ball 17 times is wild.
That stinks.
That's
and like
insane.
I'm with you. He did play a full 90, but that's what we're saying. That's the argument we're having.
That's the rust. Yeah, that's the rust
He's
showing.
rusty. He needs to play another. You don't go and sit on the bench after that. Like, we don't say, "I put him on the bench." Like, no,
100%.
fucking 90 and fix it. Like, Mason Mount, same reason. As much as I think he's shit, I'm not gonna put and say, "Nah, don't play him." Put that fucking guy back on the pitch and give him some more time, so maybe he could find himself in the game. I don't know these guys. I don't know these guys from a can of paint. There's nothing personal with not liking them or nothing. I want to see them play, but when they are shit, they are shit. But putting them on the bench when we don't really have the option doesn't make them less shit. They need to come in and show. And these are 2 guys that have been injured for a long time. So not playing doesn't help them. So that's exactly what I'm saying is he played the full 90. He sucked. He needs to play another damn 90 and fix that.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we had one more game before Thursday. But
yeah,
Because what we just did against Bournemouth didn't put no confidence in nobody.
That was dead. That was a dead ass game.
Rasmus,
terrible game.
can Rasmus do something? Just score a goal this game.
Rasmus Brace. Watch.
Everybody's praying, including me, that goal he got at the end when we were up a man did something, but I'm not confident in that. I don't think we're going to see anything different from Rasmus on Thursday that we have seen in the last 2 years. I don't know I don't know what do we do after Rasmus is playing like shit? What do we do? You put Nacho up there.
Bring him out. I don't know. That's the problem we have. I mean, say Rasmus is having a stinker. Who do you sub for him?
Yeah, I'd put Cheeto and fuck it, and just go down with a flame, and if we're gonna go down, let's go down.
He can't play in Europa. Yeah. He can't play in
Europa.
Oh,
he didn't come up. He wasn't on the roster, right?
Yeah,
he didn't get registered in time. Yeah.
It's not. It's Garnacho for me. He's the only other
attacker.
Bruno up there, or maybe Kobe. There's nothing good after Rasmus, and Rasmus himself isn't a great option anyway. Maguire after 75, if it's tight, I'd put Slabby up there, 100%. Throw him off. Just feed him and let him.
That middle center back he's played before.
Yeah, I mean, just mix it up and make it weird for Leon. That's the only thing we can do is Amram can tweak the system and put weird players in weird spots to where it's some little short wing backs trying to cover Maguire, and he's got the speed on Maguire, but he's got no height. And maybe we get some corners, maybe get some crosses. We got to find something to exploit. And
I'm telling you something right now. If we put Harry Maguire in there, I'm confident he's going to make something happen.
And you give him enough crosses, he'll get his big ass head in there and make dividends. 100%. I was super anti Harry, and
Oh yeah.
I'm 100% willing to accept that I was wrong. And at least with the way he's been playing, he's had a good, I think, a pretty solid year. And I mean, he already cemented himself, with
We
the
got
last. I
we
mean,
got a Chelsea
give it
fan in
to
the
him.
chat saying, "You guys got no hope. You might as well not show up. Join us in the conference league."
Conference
That's
League
why they come to
boss.
talk to us now.
Look, company. Jeez.
Wow, Chelsea people talking.
Up the Blues, brother. Please stop this.
Oh, we got infiltrators. Shit.
You know
Chelsea
what?
people.
You know about this guy? This guy here. He's our bartender at our pub. He owns his own business. Shout to you, bro. But he's a bartender at our pub too, and he won't come in and watch the games with us. So that I'm not listening to him. He won't come in and
Chelsea,
watch the game when it's game time. So until you do that, Reese, hold that.
Chelsea's recruiting strategy is to do what we do, and then be like, "Oh, if they want him, go get him. Kick, go get him. Go get him."
They're stinking out the joint now. They better finish top 4. They better win. You better win the conference league. That's all I know. You better win that shit.
What teams are they playing? Like Dubuque, Iowa, and
They're playing
Kazakhstan FC and
SUNY Brooklyn.
teams in war
Fucking
situations, right? Teams that got like
Dynamo
war
Locomotive number 3. I don't know. Who's in the conference.
UCLA, Berkeley.
mafia ran teams.
USL
Team,
teams.
They're playing a bunch of Wi-Fi passwords.
yeah, that's what it is. All right, guys. Now we got to do something. We got to predict the score for this game. Now think about the situation. You got to think about what do you really want the score to be? What can you take? What score would you be okay with?
Losing score, like we said last night, we can't lose this game by more than 1 goal.
Yeah.
However it comes, 2-3, 1-0, 2-1. We cannot lose this game by more than 1. But would I love to put 3 past them at home? I'd love it.
Wow.
We're playing away first, right?
Yeah.
We play Bilbao first. Okay.
And remember, the championship, the final for this is going to be played at Bilbao Stadium. So this is their one chance of their house to really, really dictate the pace of our little home away thing. They could go back to Old Trafford like, oh yeah, they're not going to do nothing.
Facts.
Or we could be like, oh, we're going to show up. We're going to turn on this light switch and be like, it's time.
Steven Peters, Bettis will beat them in the final. You see that, Reese? Facts. And Anthony with the winning goal. All right. See.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Anthony with the winning goal. Bring him back to United.
Yeah, immediately.
United
Come on back.
Bring him right back.
I'll go with my first choice of score. I'm gonna go with I feel like a 2-2.
Get out. Get out.
I feel a 2-2.
Okay. Steven Peters, what you think? What do you think? Brian, what's your prediction?
I wouldn't be mad at 2-2. If we can come out even, because there's no away goal differential anymore, right?
Nope.
So
That's
if we can come out even and take it back home, they're gonna come out on fire the first half. The first 20, 30 minutes, they're gonna be pumped. Because they're trying to, like you said, they got the finals in the home stadium. They're gonna come out on a heater. And if we can withstand that and we can get a draw, I'm fine with a draw. I think we might be able to get cheeky and go like 3-2 and sneak one out, sneak out a win. That's just the sappy, emotional fan of me. But I'd be stoked on a draw. We can't lose. Yeah, if we lose, we can't lose by more than one. If we go back home with a 2-3 goal deficit, we're done. We're cooked.
2-0 for me.
Wow.
To
2-0
Athletic.
to us.
All right,
Jeez,
just
2-0
making
win?
sure.
To us. 2-0 win
Just,
for us.
just making
We
Damn,
go,
dude.
we go on the road like we did at Lyon and in the first half, and we get those 2 goals, and we lock off the thing from there on out.
Wow.
wow.
To be fair,
That's
Put it up
we
there,
just did
man.
some magic. We just did some magic. So I don't know what the boys' heads are at, but if we can keep on that Leon train, like look what we just did. I
I
think
tell
we can
you,
pull it off. But
we've had some luck and magic in this Europa. And it's just how much more the football gods is going to allow us to have.
imagine how
One,
bad our team is, and we're
one night.
undefeated. We're the only undefeated team in the European competitions.
Yeah,
Without
and that
shit, our club is. It's amazing to me, to be honest.
Europa Invincibles on the way.
that's crazy. I love it
Europa
though.
Europa Invincibles on the way.
Uh,
When that happens, I'm getting a
Can't chat to it.
nice little scarf right here that's gonna hang down that says the true Invincibles of Europe.
Wow.
Be like the bad news bears of Europe, but hell, I'll take it. You know, they won in the end of the movie too. So, yeah, I mean, it'd be wild. I mean, regardless of okay, we win it, we're gonna get smoked and be back in Europa next year. We'll get the boot in group stage.
He-
They don't drop down anymore.
They don't.
Mm-mm.
Oh
No more
shit!
drop down. Yeah. So when you're out, you're out.
yeah, then we're just focused on the Premier League.
Listen,
Yeah, that's fine. At least we get the
like,
signings, or fuck the lap. The lap guy, that thing. I want Champions League. Your team got relegated, and you're gonna swing that kind of sausage. Get out, get out. I don't want you. I don't want him. I'm already over that guy. No,
with
no.
12 goals and talking about I want Champions League.
Yeah,
It's kind of
you're gonna be
ambitious,
in
huh?
championship league if you don't get signed by somebody. So that to me, that's either agent driven or he's young, hot headed, Sancho kind of Lingardy thing. No, no, no. I
Leave
don't want that
Jesse
guy
Lingard
at
alone.
all. That was my main reason wanting to come on. Like, no. After I saw that today, nope.
New to
Don't want you. Don't want you. That's like the girl. Oh, you got to make 6 figures. He's 6'3", 175, body fat of under 5. Nah, dude. I don't even want to mess with you. I
I
don't even
feel
want to
that.
mess with it.
Meanwhile, she got 3 kids and
Yeah.
3 different baby daddies.
3
and,
kids,
like,
4 daddies. Like,
she
no,
lives in
no.
Compton. And yeah. Is
That
Compton
kid.
a bad neighborhood?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
getting better. That area's getting better.
I just said whatever I thought I heard on rap that was bad out there.
Yeah,
She lives
we
in Watts.
understood what
She
you
lives in
meant.
Watts. She lives in Watts. She got 3 baby daddies, and she wants you to make $100K a year.
Brenda got a baby.
Once you're at 50, you're just shopping at the scratch and that store, anyways. It don't matter. Everybody. That's just how life goes. You know what I mean?
Well, we got one more game and one more day, huh?
I was gonna say, damn, I forgot. I had a good point. And I forgot. Oh well. That's how happens. You get old.
Yeah, when you get old, you forget a lot, bro. Well, it's been a good one. We did a lineup. First time. Technology's getting better around here.
Yep.
That was pretty. I like that little thing you guys threw up there. Yeah.
I'll
It'll
have
be
it more
interesting.
fluid, like regular and ready to go on next time. Next time I just kind of did it on the fly, but next time I'll just like have it already up so we can do that.
Post that on like your page or something, and then so we can share it on all our platforms and all our social media stuff. So that's our stateside Reds lineup. What we'll go with.
Yeah, I'll
And
go back in the video and just screenshot the
all right.
final
On
lineup.
that note, got a fact, Mikey, Bree, Cheese. This has
You
been another space.
you ready for Thursday to be the last game of the season?
Why you end it like that?
I'm just asking though.
I feel like he
Are
has to
you
say
ready?
things like that because that's like kind of helps him out. Like that mentally helps him
It
out.
just, but Mikey, no, we just had a good vibe. We had a good talk. We about to end it.
Right? Remember when we were supposed to get relegated? He just kept pushing that because it kind of helped him.
Wait a minute. What was your
We're
score
very
you
much in
predicted again?
relegation form.
Me?
Just saying, we're very
No,
much
no,
in
Cheese.
relegation form.
Cheese, what's your score you predicted again?
2-2.
So
Rasmus
why you
Brace.
bad-minded? Why are you bad-minded and talking about, oh, we ready to be Thursday to be the last
It was
one?
just it was a journalistic question. My bad.
Every man on this show put in a positive result. So we all are going to be positive Thursday. No, we're not ready.
I'm
We're
gonna
not
be
ready.
drinking at work
You see?
Thursday. That's what I'm gonna
You-
be doing.
Your
I'm gonna
fucking
be.
camera fell down. That's see.
That's
God don't
karma.
like
I knocked
ugly.
it over. To be fair.
All right,
Oh man,
guys. Fun show. Good talk. We'll see. Oh,
Rasmus Brace 2-2.
it's been another one of those Stateside Red production. This is the Those Casual Red show. I'm Casey, your host. Thanking Brian, Mark, and Cheese. I mean, Brian, Mikey, and Cheese. You guys have a good evening. Up the Reds.
Mike from Pittsburgh.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Have a good
Right.
good